Welcome back to my channel, Divinity Unveiled, and as promised, I'm going to be going over some of the experiences that I have had with the Orisha Oya. Now, if you have not seen any of my other videos, you might want to go back to the first couple of them and listen to what I said about Ifa, getting my head Orisha, which is Oya, and then now I'm here to talk about some of the experience that I have had with said deity, Oya. So for me, Oya is, or all of the Orishas are just personified parts of yourself. It's just personified facets of the human. And Oya, for me, you have to be really careful with these deities because for me, learning my birth chart, for one, learning who I am, what my weaknesses and my strengths are. I know that I have a short temper. I know that I get angry quick. And then doing my research on Oya, that was a little scary. Keep in mind that I am not a professional when it comes to all this Ifa stuff, religion stuff. That's not my lane. I just live my life and I journey and I speak about my personal experiences. So this is just my personal take, my personal experiences. So let's keep that in mind. So with that being said, doing my research on Oya, she gets shit popping. Sorry for cussing. I'm sorry. I'm still on the journey of trying to watch my language, y'all. So y'all gotta bear with me with that. But Oya, when she get mad, she get big mad, like Janae Aiko say. When she gets mad, she gets big mad. So me knowing that I already have a natural temper on me, and that's anger. My anger is something that I have to try to manage a lot. Working with Oya can be dangerous. It can be. So anyway, the experience that made me say I know I need to watch it is one of my children's fathers. Well, one of the fathers of my children. I was head over heels. I was so in love with this man, and the way he treated me was just insane. But I'm not gonna dwell on that part of it. I just wanted to put that in there to show you why I feel like what happened, what I'm about to tell you. Love this man, gave him 2 children. Just he could do no wrong in my eyes. It was him for me. It was always him for, well, it used to be him for me. So he used to always treat me crazy. And he would always play with my emotions. Whenever he needed to be refilled from whatever situations he was going on in life, he'd always come for me for that refill. Because my energy, my love, that man told me, your PUSSY makes me a better man. And I should have known there that there was something crazy about our connection, because if that's how you feel, why you treat me the way you treat me? But anyway, it was one of those times where he needed some refilling, and he came for some refilling, and he got refilled. Or actually, no, I think by this time, this is where I had gotten to the point where I wasn't doing that anymore. I had decided that, no, you're not going to keep coming and taking my energy. I want to say that's what it was, because that's what he was trying to do. And then he ended up getting into a car accident. And I noticed that Oya, in my experience, always causes car issues for people who are trying to bother me, as a way to show me, there's something going on. It's a way to get my attention. And he said he got ran over. He fell asleep at the wheel. He got ran over. He said he fell asleep at the wheel and a truck, I think it ran him off the road or something like that. So he almost got hit by a big truck. But that's when I knew, okay, because I had been praying about him, staying out of my life. And if he don't mean me any good, keep him away from me. And then that happened. So that's one incident. This is another one, like the vacation from hell. I was pregnant, I believe. Yeah, I was pregnant. Indecisive about whether or not I wanted to continue on with this pregnancy, because the relationship that I was in was just unfulfilling. It was draining me. It just, spiritually, it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't right. He was a provider. He would help me with what I needed. I could talk to him about almost anything. I felt so comfortable with him. Like from the very beginning, I told him things that I hadn't told the closest people to me in the beginning. It was a lot of good qualities about the man, but spiritually, it was off, and that caused a lot of friction between us. And there was some other things. I was in a very still angry space, and I was taking my anger out on him, but I'm just giving y'all the backstory. But we ended up going on a vacation, and the energy was off from the very beginning. Going on vacation is me, my kids, I'm driving. He's driving by himself. I want to say, I can't remember if he brought his Yeah, I think he did. I can't remember if he bought his child or not. My mind is so whatever. But anyway, we're going on a vacation. Get on the road. The first thing is I have no way to communicate with him. So if I get lost or I can't find a place, I don't have a way to communicate with him. I'm not able to get in touch with him. So I'm driving on the road out of town by myself, me and my kids. No way to get in contact with him. So that's the first red flag. Then something in my mind, I just don't feel like things are going to go well. In my spirit, I just feel like things are not going to go well. We hadn't really been on the best of terms. And it's just this feeling, like I could feel it in the pit of my stomach. I could feel it. It's just something ain't right. So my tire pressure lights start blinking on the road. And I'm scared because the wind is blowing. Mind you, the wind is blowing like crazy, pushing me out of my lane. And I'm in a minivan. So imagine how hard it got to be blowing to be pushing a minivan. Like I'm talking about, I'm really focusing on holding the steering wheel. So I'm dealing with all that wind, and then my tire pressure light want to start blinking. So I get scared. I pull over to a gas station. When I get out the car, I try to get out the car. The wind is so strong that it slams my door back closed. It slammed the door back closed. So I'm like, okay, kids in the car with me, and my boys in the car with me, and they had never put air in the tire or anything. But we all get out. We get to it. We go to the first gas station. Air pump ain't working. So I'm scared as hell. I got to cross traffic and go to the gas station across the street. And we finally made it, and the air pump is working. So we get over there and we put some air in the tire. Still can't get in touch with my man, by the way. Still can't get in touch with him and let him know what's going on. Or, you know, I can't have a conversation with him, tell him I might be a little behind because I can't get in touch with him. So get in the car, get on the road, wind still blowing. I'm still scared as hell. And then Oya is the deity of the, like, winds is her thing. I think it's thunder is her thing. Wasn't thundering, but the wind was just crazy. She brings forth changes in very abrupt ways. If y'all are familiar with crystals, she is the Moldavite. Oya is equivalent to the Moldavite in crystal energy. So she gets changes happening. You praying for change, like you stuck in certain situations. If you're familiar with tarot, she's the Tower card in tarot. So I see a vehicle passing on the side of me, and on the side of it, it says wind star or wind something, but the word wind instantly stuck out to me. And I just got this urge, like, turn around, just say, forget it, just go back home. But I didn't, because I can't let him know that. I have no way to get in touch with him. I can't call him. I can't talk to him right now. And I don't want to, I'm going out of town. I'm midway between the place and my house. But I ignored my intuition and I kept going. We ended up getting into an argument about something simple. I don't even remember what it was, but we could never get along. We was always just at each other. We just could not get along. It was some underlying issues there. You could tell it was some things that just was not being addressed properly. It was just a lot there to unpack that was never unpacked, and it boiled to the surface a lot between us. So it ended up that vacation ended up escalating so bad to the point where I was talking about taking somebody's life. I wanted to have a knife up under my pillow because I did not feel safe. I don't know if he felt safe with me in there, but the way I was talking and what I was doing, I'm sure he did not. Mind you, my children are in this house. It was just a lot going on, and I ended up leaving in the middle of the night. And I feel like all those little signs, the tire, the wind blowing so hard, the vehicle passing me with the Oya reference on the side of it, that was all that spirit letting me know you need to turn around. Something bad is about to happen. You don't need to go into this. And so, yeah, I ended up packing my kids up in the middle of the night before the vacation was even over. Or either we were supposed to be leaving that next morning or whatever. However it went. I think I stayed there for a day. It was supposed to be like 3 days. I stayed there for a day. And then the night before we were supposed to check out, I ended up leaving in the middle of the night before the day actually came or whatever. Either way, it was the vacation from hell. It didn't go well. And I feel like I was getting signs. So that is one of my experiences. Another experience with Oya. So I'm going to leave it there. I think I do have a couple more I want to share. I may share those, I may not. But either way, continue to view my videos and you will see whether I decide to share them or not. And if you have watched this video thus far, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you have any dealings with any of the Orishas. What do you think Orishas are? Do you have any experience with Oya specifically? Are you initiated into the Ifa religion? Are you initiated? What's your experience like? And I will be back with the next video. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.